It's week 1 of the National Football League. And coming up, it'll be no holds barred between NFC South rivals. It's the Voyagers and the Armadillos. And it's coming right up on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the fastest rising cities in the U.S., the capital city of Austin, Texas. Today, our new season begins with an NFC South matchup, as it'll be the Voyagers of San Juan and the Austin Armadillos. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, there's nothing quite like it. That feeling of beginning another NFL season, and these two squads are going to do just that in a moment.
And what makes it so exciting is the range of possibilities these teams have before them, because we could be seeing one of these teams earn the Lombardi Trophy in February, while the other, they could earn the #1 draft pick in April, or
a new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Orchestrating the offense will be a man who, of course, won a national title back in his days at Clemson, Deshaun Watson.
and he's exactly the man you want control of your offense. Excellent arm, good zip on the ball, not afraid to use his legs when he needs to. And what he's excelled at doing is making plays when the first read isn't available or when the pressure's about to get to him.
And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
At the 23-yard line.
On the counter, here's Williams. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. From the gun, here's Watson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, Parker, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1. A lot more to go. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. David Onyemata there on the tackle. Now this great city, Austin, one of the fastest growing metropolises, not just in Texas, but in the U.S. as a whole. Of course, the University of Texas is here. Vibrant nightlife, great music scene, great food scene. And now an NFL franchise, and these folks are over the moon. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Watson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Watson now to throw. That is caught downfield. It's Waller. Touchdown! Darren Waller, 37 yards. And the Armadillos are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Ray McCloud to return. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
We knew about the great mind coming out of Duke, and we saw the athletic ability and the potential. Watching it all come together and get better with each passing year, that's been fun. He can throw it deep, throw it short, and, of course, take off out of the pocket and beat you with his legs as well.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side.
Now he can exhale. His season is officially underway. Plenty of work done during the offseason, camp, and the preseason that led to that first throw of the year.
Throwing Jones. And that one complete downfield to Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. An option handoff given to Sanders. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Now Jones. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
3rd and 2.
3rd down and 2.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he will handle 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Holding offense.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? To throw is Watson. And the pass complete to Waller on the out route. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Here now a 3rd down and 8. Back to throw. Jones. Pass taken in by his big tight end. But he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play there on the catch and run. 35 yards. What a career he continues to have. That catch is number 815. That ties him with Hall of Famer Shannon Sharpe.
And just think about this. The only people ahead of him in the tight end position in catches, Antonio Gates, Jason Witten, and Tony Gonzalez. You catch 815 passes as a tight end in the NFL, call your Taylor. And
he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alex Singleton. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result. Austin's offense ready to go again. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. And he's got room. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right. They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And he gets it down to the 32. 40 yards for him on the ground in his first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Off of play action, it's Watson. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10. So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2 seconds to go, 1st quarter. Throwing again is Watson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now, and it's our home team with possession, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. And it's caught. Touchdown. Terry McLaurin from 8 yards out. And the Armadillos go up by 2 touchdowns. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1. Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far. Sly on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. That time a 6-play drive. And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. San Juan now getting set to take over on offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early? You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands. Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Jones throw here complete to Kelsey. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Operating from the gun, Jones. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 46, here's 2nd down and 2. Off play action, Jones. Open man here, it's the tight end Kelsey. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A give running left. It's Sanders. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Jones hit, and the ball's out. It's going the other way. Look at the big man rumble. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
The last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with what are avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 21-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. San Juan now getting set to take over on offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And a San Juan first down.
They'll run with Sanders. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
He'll find Hodgins there complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. They go back to the ground with Sanders. Down right around the 25.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Patterson's kick is good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So they do come up with their first points of the game, but Charles, the question is going to shift to their defense.
Yeah, the way things have gone, 3 points could become insignificant fast if this grows to 28-3 or 35-3. They need this defense to come up with a stop, and they need to do it now.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Jamal Williams making his way back onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. 2nd and 10.
at the 21-yard line.
Here's Watson. This one swung out to Williams. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. This offense so far on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Watson. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And the return will stop right around the 25. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
San Juan now getting set to take over on offense. And they'll start with great field position, trying to get back into this one. It's 1st and 10 here. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Jones looking to throw on 2nd down. Goes out left. It's caught by Williams. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Looking to throw. Jones. And he is caught. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He can really smell 800 catches right now because that last one puts him at 799, knocking on the door. A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal. Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jamison Williams. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Voyagers get a bit closer. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Riley Patterson now for the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Austin's offense ready to go again. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now this offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know we're just in the 2nd quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's his 2nd drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Watson looks to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Back to throw, Watson. It's caught by Davis. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also in a field goal range now at the 27-yard line. Now Watson. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field. And just like that, they can be set up with a first and goal.
On first down, Watson. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Deshaun Watson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Armadillos are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits are on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is up to 18 now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. We just watched a strong first half from quarterback Deshaun Watson. He threw 2 touchdown passes, ran for another, as his guys have the lead at halftime.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Another run with Sanders. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
Watson's throw into the hands of McLaurin, and he's going to get this inside the 30. Call that a gain of 11. Here's Watson. Flush to his right. And they'll get this down to the 10. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. From the gun, here's Watson. Got a man and he hits him in stride. 3 yards is the gain that time, second and goal.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Watson, his pass caught at the 4. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's third and goal. Out of the gun, Watson. And it's caught. Touchdown. Terry McLaurin, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. So this looking more and more like it is going to be a successful kickoff to their campaign as they add on here.
And partner, you know NFL coaches, they're on the sideline thinking about all the little things that need correcting. But for the most part, they've got to be ecstatic with the way this season has started out.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. San Juan now getting set to take over on offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Now Jones. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over first and 10. On first down, it's Watson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Makes it second and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 49 yards on the ground for him so far. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Watson. And a pass complete to Waller on the out route.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Watson on third down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Out of the pistol, here's Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 50-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the 50, it's Watson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Williams. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Open man is Fortson. He's got it. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. They pick up 11 in addition to moving the chains. From the red zone now, Watson. And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. A shotgun snap for Watson. This to McLaurin out on the left side. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Austin. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. 3rd and 2, Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Throwing, Jones. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again is Watson. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era. We think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Watson now to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown! Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Armadillos are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Well, CD, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into Week 2. This has been an impressive Week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. San Juan's offense ready to get started again. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. And that one complete to Hodgins. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
At the 33-yard line.
Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
A gain of 4 yards. 1st down, Voyagers.
Looking to throw. Jones. That one deep for Hodgins. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Jones now on 3rd down. That is caught. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, and he could not pull it in. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 87 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Again, it's Williams. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. San Juan's offense ready to get started again. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So a little more space to operate now. 1st and 10 from right around the 12. Meanwhile, Jones' throw brought in by Bellinger. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Jones throw there complete to Allen. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
It's 2nd and inches.
Operating from the gun. Jones. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
Kelsey. An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Voyagers.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
And that's complete to Sanders. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Well, they come out and take a look at him. We will step aside for just a moment. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And once again, this is Sanders. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Austin's offense ready to go again. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Austin, it's a fantastic start as they
To say I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause in the story of our lives, the best of times through color
With that, I climb to the... It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Desperados and the Thunderbirds. All that and more coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us in South America in the vibrant and colorful Brazilian beachside city of Rio de Janeiro. Today, it's the opener of the 2023 NFL season, as it'll be the Desperados of San Antonio taking on the Thunderbirds of Rio de Janeiro. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
Partner, there's no hiding my excitement as I got ready this morning. I could not wait to get here for this game. Imagine what it's like out there on the field for those players, though. OTAs, training camp, preseason, has all led to this moment when they officially kick this one.
A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
And at one point, the ascension of Jared Goff was really, really strong. Back-to-back Pro Bowls, took his team to the Super Bowl and came really within one quarter of winning it. But since that time, he's had bouts of inconsistency, and that's been the struggle for him as he tries to get back to the form he showed earlier in his career.
Well, boy, and it's tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down from the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Gone. And he couldn't get that one to his man. Short of him, it's low and incomplete. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Here's Goff. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Here's Ty Long now to punt this one away. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And when you watch Kenny Pickett play, you see a young man who got better every season in college and really blossomed in his final campaign, took his game to a new level, and made him a first-round pick in the NFL. He's the type of kid who can beat you with his mind, beat you with his arm, and occasionally with his legs. A tough, skilled performer. Kenny Pickett, he's got some moxie to him.
We'll get an injury stoppage, and it appears to be the wideout, Jahan Dotson. He's the one shaken up. Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. 1st and 10. Here's Pickett. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Marte Mapu, the one to bring him down. Now 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 37-yard line.
Again, it's Kamara. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me,
On offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 22-yard line.
Kamara up the middle. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Pickett back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Zerline's kick is up and through, and that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. Well, a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and
To throw is gone.
23-yard line.
He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the option, here's Jacobs. Takes it to about the 37. Well, I mean, who would have thought this? A team based in South America, this inaugural season, these folks so excited, and with good reason. This is the NFL continuing to show that it's not just an American pastime, really becoming a global game, and what an addition to the league this will be. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Here's Goff. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Now it's Goff. This is Akins hauling in the short pass. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Throwing again is Goff. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. 4th down, and on is Ty Long to punt. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one. Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. Here's a 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Pickett. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game. Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
So on 4th down, here's the Australian native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Here's Hardman to return. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Rio offense set to take over. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And his throw here's incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. On is the punter Long here as he sends this one away. Returnable for Lockett. Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, San Antonio in possession. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. From the 23, here's 2nd down and 5. Now Pickett. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, San Antonio.
Pickett will look to throw it here. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Pickett now from the gun here. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Trying the left side with Kamara. He'll get this down to the 38.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd down, and it's Kamara again. And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
4th down now after a loss of 2.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now Pickett on 4th down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way in for the touchdown. Dallas Goedert, 36 yards. And the Desperados' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Jadon Mickens now from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now the Rio offense set to take over. Nothing for him yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Now Goff. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. A shotgun snap for Goff. Caught by Wilson. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 36-yard line.
They'll send a tight end in motion right. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Here's Ty Long now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. In motion left here, Landry. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 19-yard line.
They run it again with Kamara. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Trying with Pickett here on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the 1st half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Hardman on the return. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. The Rio offense about to set up shop once again. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And this will be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Well, they run the option on second down. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Goff. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down.
Defense.
So instead of fourth down, first down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because third down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a first down throw. Goff. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Did he get the feed down? Yes. Touchdown. Cedric Wilson from 13 yards out. And the Thunderbirds have cut it back within a score. And he just did get those feet in there on the side of the end zone. Well done.
Probably the exact size foot necessary, because I think if he had another half size, that catch doesn't count. And he's able to get it in, and it counts for a touchdown.
Moody good with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. This taken in right around the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had. Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
Pickett to the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. It's taken to the 26. This offense back to work now late in this first half. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Goff now looking to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On first down, Goff. In trouble, and he's taken down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Meanwhile, Goff's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And they're trying to line up quickly here. Goff urging them on. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The final shot before break here. Goff. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit.
A 64-yard attempt.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Now this offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Tough spot here, third down and 11. Looking to throw, Pickett. He's caught on his sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth. So they bring out their punter as he's on to kick it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Goff's throw complete there to Beckham. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Second down and a little more than a yard here.
At the 50-yard line.
From the 50, it's gone. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Jackson there defensively.
A give, it's Jacobs off the option. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Here's Ty Long now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Meanwhile, Pickett's throw taken in by Landry. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. And that's going to be incomplete. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion forced there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down, here's Pickett. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Nifty footwork at the 45, and he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give him 12 yards that time. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Julian Blackman on the tackle. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Off play action, Pickett. He hits his target, Lockett. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And give him a gain of 37.
You just had the feeling that sooner or later someone was going to come up with that one play. Neither team has really done a whole lot offensively, but here's one that pays off to the tune of big yardage, and it's one that could maybe get this group in gear.
Kamara. He is going nowhere in a hurry, as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
At the 7-yard line.
Kamara trying again. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So it was a 3-point lead at halftime, and they double that with a field goal here.
And I think defensively, you've got to be okay with that because you've kept this game within a touchdown. Your hope is that you've inspired your offense to put a drive together, get in the end zone themselves, and hopefully get you the lead.
And able to get this out to the 25. The Rio offense about to set up shop once again. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Offense.
An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play, move on.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. And he's got his guys set up great now. 1st and goal. And the Pigs get at the 7-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Dallas Goedert, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Desperados are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
You got it figured out by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
But D'Amico Ryans, even with the defensive mindset, he'll elect to go for 2 here. They'll turn to Kamara. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game that 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Off the option, here's Jacobs. And he powers his way up past the 30. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They get this to Beckham on the perimeter. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Goff. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with the bigger guy to try and use size? You got to try to go with the quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
To throw on 2nd down is Goff. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the option right, it's Goff. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
He'll decide to keep this once more. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 6.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
A 44-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. Well, no field goal attempts for him until the final quarter, but no hesitation on his end. He comes right out and nails his first field goal try.
And give him a lot of credit, too, because he stood there the entire ball game, but has managed to stay with it both mentally and physically. When they called on him, he was ready, and he knocked it through the posts. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 25-yard.
Coming left is Kamara. A beautiful fake. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Again, it's Kamara. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Here we go with Kamara. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Alvin Kamara unable to push past that yellow line. And as a result, possession switches hands. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Made at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Goff. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Throwing on third, Goff. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Hassan Reddick able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So they really needed points here in a two-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Pickett on second down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Sacked by Andrew Van Ginkel.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
The offense on third down, they've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is third down and 12. Kamara up the middle, and he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Zerline's kick is up and through. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
From the end zone, this is Mickens. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Now the Rio offense set to take over. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's gone. To the right side, here's Mayer. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 147 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Alvin Kamara A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Desperados are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on fourth down, and now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the fourth quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the first down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. Now the Rio offense set to take over. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Gone. It was Myles Garrett that time who got in there and brought him down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. The throw over the middle taken in. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here's Ty Long now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week one, and one of our early window games here in week one on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for San Antonio, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Rio, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.